Andy.
Hi there. Fulham have drawn with Liverpool and Tottenham. They've only had one defeat in their last 7 games. Are they a better side than their league position suggests, do you think?
I think they've had a very good turnaround from a slow start. I think they've made some very good signings towards the end of the window, and you can see after that that they're very well coached. Scott and the team, they trust their own organization, team shape, and it's one of the hardest teams to break down. It's hard enough to go to Craven Cottage anyway, but at the moment they're really well structured on and off the ball, and they've got some players defensively very quick and strong, good on the ball, but also individually going forward they've got players who can make a difference. So it's another tough game in the Premier League.
I'm going to take you back 2 years. You were asked in a press conference a couple of years ago where you see the team in 2 years' time, and you said challenging for every trophy there is. If you're going to do that in the Premier League, Ollie, is one area that you can improve by beating the top 6 teams? Is that the biggest thing that you have to change in order to do that and be considered genuine title challengers?
Well, of course, we've had some tight games against the teams around us this season. It's going to be tight anyway, and I think only Tottenham or the teams around us have beaten us. We've not conceded many goals. Of course, we've not conceded Chelsea, City, Liverpool, which is also a strength to have. We've built some defensive momentum, and if you keep on winning the games that we have done lately, I think we've got a good chance of still staying competitive towards the end.
Ollie, how would you regard Bruno's form at the moment? He's obviously played so well for so long, but I didn't know if he was feeling a little bit tired now.
His form is very good. He was just voted Player of the Month. He's not tired. No chance. He's one of the players who runs and covers the ground in every single game. Very good at recovering, very good at recharging his batteries. And if he'd scored on his free kick, if he'd just had a little bit of air on the ball when Luke put a cross in, he would have been lauded as the best player in the Premier League again. Since he come in, he's been absolutely immense. And no, he's not tired. If I ask him, there's absolutely no chance he'll say he's tired.
Is it that he's done so well for so long that everybody expects him to do it all the time?
Yeah, well, you know, he's expected to create goals, score goals, and sometimes the margins are against him. That free kick, I saw that one in. There's a couple of passes that he plays through, and it's just marginal if he's on or off. And so he's always on the verge of creating something, even when he loses the ball, and that's the position I want him in, and that's what he's been told to do. So he has to be the creative one. I want him to play the passes he sees.
Afternoon, Ollie. Are there any absentees for tomorrow's match? And we've seen you rotate quite well during this frantic period, and there's no let-up, so can we expect the same tomorrow?
Well, we've not got the test results from the COVID yet, and that's it's almost 30 hours ago since we did the testing, so hopefully we'll get them soon. But no, everyone trained this morning, more or less. Brandon and Phil Jones didn't train, and the rest were on the pitch.
Just wondering about outgoings. You mentioned the other day in your interview with the club that you couldn't say no to potentially more going out, and there's lots of speculation about Jesse Lingard seemingly by the day. So him in particular, will he be here at the end of the month?
Well, I don't want to go into individuals, but we can probably allow maybe 1 or 2 more to go out. But then it's one of the strengths we have is that we have had a fit and deep squad, strength in depth. So we don't want to give our advantage away by easing off on our players. So I can't really give you a better answer than that.
James Cooper. Hi, Ollie. One of the players you have brought in, although it was late because it was summer, then he came in the last few days, is Amad Diallo. What's your first impressions of him been?
Very good. He can handle the ball. He's enjoyed training. He makes a difference in training, which is quite remarkable at his age. So, yeah, some adjustment and settle into the hustle and bustle or the physical part of the Premier League. But I can't see it be too long until he's in the squad.
In terms of that sort of a timescale, sort of what, 4 or 5 weeks, that sort of thing, or could it be quicker than that to put him in?
It might be quicker than that. Who knows? He's definitely settled down well. The players have taken to him, and he's a very good character, very polite, smiley boy who works really hard, and he's doing his sessions, getting used to us. Of course, it's always a period of adjustment needed, but he's settled in well.
James Hundred.
Ollie, you spoke about defensive momentum at the moment. Where do you feel like the team are from an attacking point of view? Because it's just 2 goals from the last 4 games in all competitions. Do you feel like the front 3 are just a tiny bit off where they need to be at the moment?
I think this season we've scored more goals, we created more chances than before. I think it's only a matter of time before those, margins that we felt were against us against Liverpool will tip our way again. We got players there who can do individual bits, but the team is gelling better, relationships are working better. And of course, the foundation will always be the hard work and the shape, but at Man United we are expected to create chances from everywhere, and we have players to do that.
Andy Mitten.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi.
Are you enjoying this job? And if so, which part do you most enjoy, and which part do you least enjoy?
Yeah, of course I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't do it if I didn't, and if I didn't feel up to it, and I didn't feel that I was giving something back to the club. And I can't say there's a lot that I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy leaving players out. I think it's hard for big games. You've got players who deserve to play. It's a difficult job to tell them they're not in a job on a Sunday afternoon, but then Monday morning again they're back in a job. So that's the chat before that to explain why they don't play, and that's never an easy one when I don't really have a good reason behind it, because I can give them so many reasons for them to be playing. And but that's part of what I love with the job as well, working with human beings, because that's the main job, to get the best of individuals so we can be a strong team together.
Last question in this section for Per Carlson.
Yes, hello, Ola.
Hi.
So I'm going a bit off topic here, but your former teammate Phil Neville has left the England national team to coach in the US, and now the former player of the Norwegian national team, Hege Riise, is one of the favorites to take over the job as an interim manager. So the question is really, Ole, have you started a sort of trend here in England with Norwegians being on top of the food chain of English football, and how do you think Hege will suit a job like that?
It's speculation again, but of course I know Hege has done really well with Lillestrøm, and she's had a fantastic career both as a coach and a player. So if that's the case, if England decide that, I think they've got a very good coach there and a very good human being.